Hey, yo, slam cars, let's go. I love talking about this. Contrary to popular belief, even though I had some cars on air suspension, I've also had some static cars, and I do enjoy some cars that do some of the old pavement kissing. Driving a car that is literally an inch off the ground can definitely come with some challenges, so we thought it'd be cool to give some more tips about driving a slammed car. If you need any wheels, tires, or suspension so you can have a slam car, make sure to check out fitmentindustries.com. Sorry, we gotta do the plugs. That's what keeps the lights on, baby. Got a light right here, a light there, light there. You gotta keep it on, you know. Otherwise the video would be dark and you wouldn't see me. All right, so getting into this, I think one of the best things you could have is a skid plate. On my Evo 10 back in the day, I had a metal skid plate, and I cannot tell you how many times that thing saved my damn ass. Hitting chunks of rock, sleepy, whoa, the did I just say? Hitting chunks of, God damn it, Corey. Hitting chunks of rock, steep entrances. I even hit a dead raccoon once. RIP. And every time I went to check, I could see the exact spot that was impacted, and I promise you, it was worth it. You'd be surprised to see that aluminum skid plates are pretty common, and most likely there's a company that makes one for your car specifically, which makes it a breeze to install and not too much of a pain to take off and on between oil changes. Yes, it's a lot of screws, but it's just easy. You just take screws out, put the screws in, bada bing, bada boom. If you're handy with tools, this is something that you could do yourself even. It wouldn't be terrible to make and do a little DIY. Now, I must say this 100% will not be the end all be all for your slam car build. It's not like you can put on a skid plate and you're golden. You can start hitting every pothole at a $120 or using your terrible driveway as a ramp to jump your car into the garage, okay? But it will put one more thing between the road and your precious cargo. Now, something that can go along with a skid plate and literally cost you $0 might sound kind of silly, but just go plan your route. Now, I understand this won't work all the time, but I'm talking more like your drive to work or to go get gas or to go to school or any routine place that you make some stops. Listen, we all have roads, and I think that's the worst excuse people give, but we also do all know which roads are the best, just the perfect ones, the ones that are fun to cruise on. We also know the other side of that, the ones that have crazy steep entrances, and sometimes there's workarounds, even if it means a 3-minute longer commute. That's better than having to replace your oil pan. Go cruise and see what streets are best and take those every day. I specifically only use one entrance here at Fitment because the other one I'll scrape on if I try. I mean it. We have a car place, but we didn't make it a little car friendly, kind of fucked up. I know if we're going to Taco Bell, I gotta take the fiance's Civic Si because the entrance to that place is like climbing up Mount Everest. Little stuff like that can save you a headache later on. So now that we're getting on to the subject of bad driveway entrances, roads, and speed bumps, let's talk about how you're going to handle those. Avoid them. Don't hit those. Don't hit potholes. Not even the small ones. Chances are small ones you think are okay are actually a lot worse. Speed bumps, slow and take it at an angle, but keep your wheels straight. If you turn and try to go over it, you're probably gonna bash your tire into your fender. Take driveways at the maximum angle that's allowed, and just because you went in okay doesn't mean backing out will be fine. Take extra precaution while backing out. This is generally when things like to hook or grab and to end up ripping a splitter, a lip, or even your bumper right off. It won't take much, I promise you. Side tip on the tip video, roll down your window and you can listen to see if you're hitting or starting to catch on something. And if you do, stop immediately and assess the damn situation, okay? Don't just be like, it's only scraping a little bit, and then you back out and your bumper's laying in the street or your driveway or whatever. All right, if you're still having some issues getting around, I have some more tips. Don't worry, stretch your tires. Yep, I said it. If you're rubbing like crazy because you're slammed, a different tire size can help more than you think. And this is the actual reason people stretch their tires. It gives you more room to party in the wheel wells. Now, I'm not saying go buck wild and try and put a 195 on an 11.5-inch wide wheel, but I've been known to dabble with some 215s on a 9.5. Getting that sidewall to bend in will give more room from your fender to the tire and help from making bacon on the fenders or worse. Another thing you can do if you really don't want to stretch is roll your fenders. Any car that's lowered should roll its fenders. That's not even a discussion. People are like, should I roll my? Yes, just roll them, just get it done. And it 100% needs to be done if you're slammed. Like, if you're slammed and your fenders aren't rolled, I don't know what the you're doing. Rolling fenders takes the inner metal lip that's on your fenders and rolls it up to make it flush so you don't have that tab sticking out ready to stab your tire like it owes you money. Also, don't cheap out and do this with a telephone book or a baseball bat. I know you've seen it on TikTok or YouTube, but don't do it. Take it to a shop or find a buddy with a fender roller that knows how to do it and have it done right. Sometimes if a little extra space is needed, you can have your fenders pulled, which just makes the edge of the fender pull out a little farther than stock to give you a bit more room. Not a major change, but we're talking a game of millimeters here, and clearance is clearance. So we're driving around, we're getting over speed bumps, we know the routes, that's all gravy, baby, we're all good. Until you need to jack up the car. Now what? Here's a few tips when you have a slammed car to get the jack underneath that so you can still get your car in the air. First of all, this seems pretty straightforward, but go pick up a low profile jack. Yeah, they make those. You got a lowered car, get a low profile jack. Get a slam jack, I don't care. Get a jack in the box. We don't have those. These will help get under your car, under the side skirt, and don't cheap out on it. Since the jack is what's picking up your car and sending it back down, it's worth having one that you trust. In addition to that, you can also pick up a few pieces of wood from Home Depot or Lowe's or the wood store, wherever you get wood, I don't know. Take that cut up tree and set the first piece in front of your tire and drive up on it. Boom, clearance, baby. Again, we're talking about clearance. If that's not enough, stagger the pieces of wood like this. So you drive up on one and then you get up on the next little step. You know, you got your widow stairs, your widow stair set. You got a widow ladder. Anyway, by doing that, you should be able to create enough gap to fit your low profile under your car, but be careful when initially jacking up and go slow. You don't want that jack to start creeping up on your side skirt and then cracking it. Don't ask me how I know. Don't. Stop commenting. Stop it! Finally, I saved the answer you probably least wanted to hear for last. Get air. Almost every single option we talked about can specifically be 100% avoided with Air Ride. But Dakota, I don't want air. It's unreliable. Shut up. No, it's not. And fine, okay, get air cups. Fortune Auto makes them and now they're a bit pricey, but it's literally an air cup that sits on top of your coilover and is specifically made not to be driven on, but just in the circumstance to get into a steep driveway or get your car in the trailer or the jack underneath it. You can do that, but then you have the reliability of a coilover because that's what you're actually driving on the rest of the time. It's literally just to get you up so you can get into those weird spots. I had to bring it up, guys, and put that option out there because the Air Ride is great, it's good. But don't worry, I get the whole static thing, I do. But what other tips do you guys have for driving slam cars? Drop them in the comments below in case I miss some. If you want to follow me and check out what I got going on with my car builds, make sure to follow me at itscoda.fi on Instagram and TikTok. If I'm not posting my car, I'm probably posting a stupid video that I think is funny. For all your wheels, tires, and suspension to slam your car and have a dope build, make sure to check out fitmentindustries.com. I like talking about this stuff, it's fun, you know, Colin, you want to come sit here? Colin, why is everyone rolling their pants now? Why is everyone rolling their pants now? There he goes, there he goes.